Can the price of property depreciate? Hi, I'm Aldric Toyad, a real estate negotiator with RGroup Sdn Bhd, REN number 32167. When it comes to investment, people talk of appreciation in the value of a property or the subject matter they're investing in their investment. So when it comes to property, you don't often hear people say depreciation of property. In fact, in my past few videos, you hear me repeating appreciation, appreciation, appreciation. That means you're buying low, selling high, buying low, selling high. Now there are times where a property can depreciate in value, and the factors that impact are what include: number one, economic activity, the decline of economic activity specifically. You've seen it over and over again. Certain towns were booming because of a certain economic activity. It could be mining, oil and gas, tin mining, timber, factory, manufacturing, agriculture. Now, when these industries fail to upgrade or continue or sustain itself, you will see people moving out. At the same time, you might also see changes in technology not requiring as much manpower. So in that instance, you can see people moving away from that township, and this impacts, of course, the demand for properties in that area. The second reason why properties depreciate in value also include the lack of maintenance and upkeep. Generally speaking, a well-maintained property will see appreciation. Likewise, when it is not maintained, not kept well, the value depreciates. There are exceptions to this rule. You've seen it probably in the likes of Ampang or in Penang or even in Bangsar, where the property looks uninhabitable, but it is still worth 8 or 7 figures, 48 million, 50 million. It is not the value of the house, it is the value of the land. Where the land has development potential, it garners higher demand, higher value. But if you're looking at a condominium, a flat, when the whole building is not well maintained, there will be a chance where the value decreases. A third factor which results in depreciation of properties is an increase in supply where demand remains stagnant. Oversupply is not uncommon in the property market. When there are new townships, it takes time for townships to mature and grow. In its initial stages, we can see a higher number of unoccupied properties. Why? Population is starting to trickle in. It is probably developed far away from town. Let me give you an example. The likes of, say, Bukit Jelutong, or the U1 to U5 of Shah Alam, Kota Kemuning. Kota Kemuning right now is enjoying a huge number of developments in the area. There are many developers with projects there, and it's not a small development. We're looking at competing areas, townships, against one another. It takes time for the population to move into these places. It requires, again, economic activity. If people feel that they don't need to move out or travel out of the area, they can keep the money rotating within the area, then there is a chance for the area to grow in property value. But when people are exiting, or when the supply exceeds demand, of course, prices fall. Prices fall, not the value necessarily, but it could impact the value. I'm not saying that the value will increase, price decrease, not necessarily. Why that happens? Because owners may be letting go of their properties urgently because they want to free up their cash, so they are willing to sell lower than value, a cheaper rate, if you will. but it doesn't mean the value per se fell. Crime rate is indicative of whether the price of a property in that area goes up or down. The higher the crime rate, the less demand there is for that area, unless there is no other choice to go but there. So crime rate is because no one wants to stay, if they have a choice, no one wants to stay in a place that is filled with high crime rate, whether it's petty crime or even shootouts, robberies, burglaries. People avoid that area. So you will see a decline in price, especially when owners are trying to let go. These are among the few reasons or few instances where property prices depreciate. Again, I have to put an emphasis and distinction between the property value and the property price. Price is based on market willingness to acquire the property, whereas value is based on the professional valuation and assessment of a registered valuer. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you benefit from what I've shared. Feel free to share this video with your friends, family, relatives, colleagues who are curious about property. And if you have any other questions, leave it in the comment section down below or send me a direct message. I'll create a video or response for you. Thank you very much. Have a great day ahead. Bye.